I met Angel at a hooky party back in 1986. From 1986 to today, we started. That was my love. That was the love of my life. First love, first and everything. You know, puppy love, everything.
Please don't go away. I just need to see.
He said it was love at first sight. Not for me. Not at first. I mean, he was cute. Don't get me wrong. I found him very cute. But I didn't like Angel at first. I didn't because Angel was, how can I put it? Playboy. So like that, he wanted to get fresh right away. So this is what happened. I opened the door, he comes in. He was with his friend, so he was supposed to be my friend. But my friend had someone else there that liked her. So Angel was with no one. So I was giving out sandwiches, and there he was. That's one thing about him, he loved to eat. So I'm serving him sandwiches, and he's looking at me. I'm looking at him, but I found him cute, but again, I was head over heels over this guy. He got fresh with me too, and I told him, get out of here, leave. I ran up the stairs, and Angel, came after me. He wanted to be a nice guy, trying to console me. But again, he started to get fresh with me, and I'm like, get out of here too. Out. I don't want to be with you. A week later, his friend Narita tells me that he wants to see me again. And he made me a tape, like a love song tape. And I fell in love right there. Because he dedicated, no one's ever done that for me. Dedicated to me, and I fell in love. I said, I want to see him again. So we went to his school. And that's exactly where it started. My first date with Angel was amazing. Again, my parents were strict, so I had to bring my brother along. So it was like a triple date. Because then I brought my other girlfriend with her boyfriend. And our first date, if I can remember, yes. I don't know if you guys know the ride to go to Roosevelt Island, the trail. That was our first date. And then we went to get pizza. And at the time, Angel didn't have any money, So I told him, don't worry about it. I got you, Don't worry about nothing. I got you. I already understood some, about his family, how they, a little poor, times that he didn't eat, So when he told me that, I would have done anything for him. What was mine was his. And, we had a really good time that day. Went to the pizzeria, we walked around, and I was in love. I was like truly in love with him. I didn't care his status. I didn't care if he looked like a bum. I didn't care. I cared about his heart, the way he was, the way he treated me. I never had a guy to treat me the way he did. There was a girl in the neighborhood. She was like my best friend at the time. And she started getting jealous when I started hanging out with Angel more. So one day she comes and tells my mother, don't let her go out with him. He's Playboy Angel. So again, I can't even say naive. I was just innocent at the time. I didn't even know what Playboy was. I didn't know what that meant. So, I didn't really care with my mother. He's Playboy, he's no good, and this and that. I didn't care. I didn't care what anybody said. I was in love. When Angel started selling drugs, it was like the end for me. I didn't like it, especially with the person he was dealing with. He thought was a friend, wasn't. But he didn't see it. He had to learn. Angel was the type that he had to learn on his own. He would leave from 6 in the morning. I wouldn't see him till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It was really bad, really bad. But today that I'm older, I understand that life. Would I go through it again? No. I suffered a lot. That life is no good for no woman. But I dealt with it. Going forward, I dealt with it. I was home waiting for him, getting ready because we were going to the movies. That was my day. Friday nights was my night. So I was getting ready. He just called me maybe about half hour ago, letting me know, are you ready? I'm ready. Half hour comes. My brother-in-law, Nando, is calling me out the window, screaming. They've killed my brother. My brother's dead. He literally told me that Angel was dead. When we went to the hospital, we didn't know whether he was dead or alive. When we got there, they said he was in ICU. When maybe about half hour that we were in the hospital, the doctors come out and tells us that Angel had died for 2 seconds. And they brought him back to life. I was with my mother-in-law that day. She fainted on the floor. I mean, it was horrible. Maybe 10 minutes later, they allowed us to go into the room to see him. And it was a horrible scene. I mean, he was still full of blood, dry blood. He got conscious when he saw me. He started crying on him, letting him know that he didn't deserve that. Regardless of the life he was, living and the things he has done, he didn't deserve that. Not Angel, not the person with that heart. He didn't deserve that at all. He started crying. And then from that moment on, it was just me taking care of him. Been in the hospital now for a month now. And every day, it's coming along. I had to take care of him. I had to clean him, take him a bath, because he couldn't do anything. Angel was helpless. That was my opportunity to get his beeper at the time, because he was always with his beeper, so this was my opportunity. One day his beeper rang. While we were in the hospital, And I went to call that number back, and it was a girl. And I asked them, who are you? Because she's looking for Angel. And I told her, well, Angel's shot. Who are you? Let him tell you. Well, this girl was his like squeeze, like his mistress. That Friday, he was gonna tell me that he was leaving me to be with this person the next day, Saturday. It crushed me. You know, I mean, when he told me the truth, it really, really crushed me, because imagine if he didn't get shot that Friday, what would have happened to me? He was gonna leave me, you know, and I had no idea. And that really crushed me, but still in all, even after that phone call, I went into that room, and my mom always taught me, you're there for your man, regardless, you're there for your man. I went back in that room and I did my duties as a wife, as a woman. I still took care of him, because I still loved him, regardless, I still loved him. He was there, and I'm his wife, and I took care of him. So even despite of that, I was still there for him. One day, after he came out the hospital, he's looking for work. And again, he did get a job 6 days a week, but that job was not cutting it. After I say 6-7 months, he left that job, and one of my cousins told Angel there was an opening at a dye cutting company, gave him the information, and what's crazy at the time, me and Angel were both out of work. And, you know, I was on welfare. Angel was collecting unemployment at the time after he left his job. And he called this company and they told him to come down. So when we got there, he took me with him that day. When we got there, he was like, I told Angel, you got it. It's a salesman position. That's I always used to tell him that's for you, because you got that personality. You got it. I'm not even worried. So he goes inside with his little, you know, booklet, ready already, and he comes out with a big smile. I already knew he got it. I have faith in him that he got the job. He comes out with a big smile, so I already knew he got it. And from that moment on, he's been with this company now. Wow, it's gonna be close to, is it 19 years? Yeah, close to 19, 20 years that he's been with this company, if I'm not mistaken. And he's the #1 salesman. But I always told him he was cut up for this job. And that was the best thing that happened to him. You know, everybody thought that, okay, you're a drug dealer, you're a bad man. You sell drugs to people, to kids. But you know what? When you don't have guidance in your life, you have to understand that. And Angel, in his life, his guidance were the people in the streets. Men in the streets that showed him love as a father figure. And I believe because of that, people do deserve a second chance in life. Because again, when they're growing up, they don't know. They don't have that guidance. So that's my motto. You know, I think that people do deserve second chances. One day he entered a contest, a magazine. I had told him about this contest that was going on for People magazine. It was about a story, and write a story about something that happened in your life that changed you, like a traumatic experience that you went through. So I told Angel, you know, you should write a little story, you know, enter the contest. And he did. He did a 9-page biography, and he came in second, which was great. Out of 10,000 people, he came in second place. So we were really proud. That's where everything started. I think one day he let this young teenager read his story, and for some reason that teenager was the one that really made him move forward to writing a book, because the kid said that whatever Angel wrote in that changed him, made him into a better person. And that woke up Angel, said, you know what, Lupe, I could do something. I want to change kids. I want to show them what I went through. That way they can learn and not go through what I went through. And I told him, you know what, that's great. You could do it. And he did. He wrote for 4 years, and Rise to Grace came alive. You know? And now he's going to do Rise to Grace too, very soon. So we're looking forward to that as well. Baby, you know, I've told you this millions of times, but I'm so proud of you, baby. I love you. You're the love of my life. We're going to be married 25 years. Oh my God, I can't believe it. And I hope that we make it even more. And I love you, baby. I love you so much from the bottom of my heart. And again, I'm very proud of you. Okay? Know that. Love you. Mwah.
They said that you